Hey guys, it's AJ with Everyday Patio and welcome back. Thanks for tuning in for another patio cover video. And if you like the content, please like, comment, and subscribe and we'll keep more coming for you. So today is going to be a tile roof mount patio cover with BeamLyft brackets and double header on the patio cover. It's all white. Pretty cool build. It really matched well with the house. Before they had a lattice where you can see on the right where they kind of shortened it, but that used to go the full length of the house. They demoed that before we got there. As for the tile roof mounts, I did film us doing those, but it was windy that day, so the camera fell over. But you can, when you do those, you just take off 3 to 5 tiles per tile section, and then mount the brackets with like a urethane caulking under them and screw them to each rafter. You find out what your outer rafters are going to be and then center the ones in the middle. You don't want to usually have those brackets more than 10-20 feet apart. The closer the better. So that's a urethane ceramic caulking that we do to seal them when they're outside, and you need to do that after you install each roof mount bracket just to make sure water doesn't get in there. Water gets in usually everywhere, but to prevent like excessive water getting into your brackets and rotting up them underneath. The sky was pretty epic that day, as you can see. So here we're using the 3x8 to level off the patio cover. We're gonna add up, when you put in those BeamLyft brackets, you put a 3x8 bracket into them and then pretty much center it. 2 screws on the front and back of each BeamLyft bracket, normally like a 3/8 sheet metal screw. Unless you have steel in it, then you do a self-tapper. And then these are the front headers. Same 3x8 headers, but now they're on the front of the patio cover to support this side. There's also steel in all those posts just to give this patio cover a little more support. Just line up both headers identically. You center them on that 3x3 post in the middle and then line them up. I normally give it a slight peak in the middle just to make sure that water drainage is going to the left and right side of the patio cover. That's what we're checking for right now. Here we're using the extruded side fascia to act as a brace to keep the post straight going left to right. Once you get the panels on, the posts aren't going to shift anymore, but while you're getting them on, sometimes the beam and post can shift. And here we're measuring each panel, making sure it's the same distance as the one before. You normally want like a 6-inch overhang or more on the back 3x8 header, and then whatever, it's 1 to 2 feet on the front of the header, like on the front side of the patio cover. And then you want to space your fan beams evenly. Ones where fans are being mounted, you have the electrical chase towards the bottom. One where lights are being mounted in those electrical chases, fan beams, you want the fan beam to be towards the top of the panel so that you have room to put your housing for the light. And of course, make sure every panel is fully locked as you keep going. We put a 2-foot panel on each side of the patio cover just to give it even electrical placement. And we're taking the 10-inch saw to make sure that the entire front of the patio cover is even. Sometimes there can be some jogging, especially with roof mounts. And here we're marking out the lights, taking off the brace because everything's straight, and installing the side plates that go on either side of the 3x3 in the middle that supports those top headers. And here's the best part of the job, these pigs, these absolutely huge pigs and chickens that they come with. These things were awesome, made a lot of interesting noises during the build, but they looked satisfied with the final product, so I think we're doing okay. Man, that pig's huge. I think they're getting an AC installed for them. something to keep those pigs cool. And then the chickens. There was also like 3 cats on the job. I think at least like 5 dogs. Nice little nature preserve here. So there we're marking out the electrical with black tape where the lights are going to go, fans, etc. And finally installing those side plates. So it's a little bit different when you're a double header. Your side plates end up being flat at the top to go into the double header. With a single header, they kind of go on either side of that 3x8, so for extra support. That's the gutter going on. So you want to put about 5 1/4-inch Tech screws provided by the factory per panel, just to make sure that gutter is fully secured to each panel section. It helps with shifting of the patio cover and making sure that not much water can seep in. And this is the front fascia, which just kind of wraps the entire patio cover. Not everyone gets this, but I like to order the patio covers with wrap kits. I think it looks cleaner. Especially scallop cut, I think it's a good, nice cut. Used to be called the G curve, but over the years it's kind of changed a little bit, but currently it's the scallop cut from the factory. So when you're installing electrical in a roof mount, you need to run conduit, ideally metal conduit EMT, from wherever you're pulling power from, and take that to the top of the patio cover, and from there send it into the appropriate raceways before you cover that channel with either a hanging channel or just back fascia on the roof mount. And there we're pulling electrical through the beams for the outlets and GFCIs are going to be located throughout the patio cover to give them power and outlets in areas, but also protect the patio cover from surges. That's the final side of the patio going on, and the cat coming out to say what's going on. Hello, cat. You can see we also wired for some floodlights in the front. And that's Jason sealing the patio cover. So we're going to be putting our first layer of sealant just to give that patio cover an extra layer of protection. And then afterwards we're going to come through and put the final layer of sealant just to make sure everything's properly done. These patio covers are ideally sealed right the first time, because afterwards it can be hard to make sure it's done right or keep water out, because you can have caulking in the wrong spot. You really want to make sure you seal them right the first time. That's the downspout going in. That's where the water is going to drain out of the patio cover, and we'll have one on the other side as well. Here's what the roof looks like after the first layer of sealant. You don't see much. And then I just put a thick second layer of sealant, you know, 1/2 inch bead across the entire thing before I smooth it out with cardboard. I like to seal all the screws, lags into the roof, all the screws into the gutter. Just everything you can. It's better to do it on this day before dust or something gets on the roof and it's hard to seal later. Smooth bead with like a bulge in the middle is what keeps water away from those seams. Also want to make sure you're using the right caulking. We use NovaFlex to seal the roofs. I wouldn't really recommend any other type of caulking right now. My wife Patricia helping me out with the roof. One of the few people I trust to also seal the roof because she really cares. Now we're at the end of the patio. So long, pig. So long, everybody. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you guys tuning in, subscribing, commenting, calling. It's all great. I appreciate it all. We all do. Every job that we get, we're thankful that we're even able to make a video. And then when we have jobs like this that come out great, at the end, we're glad to be able to share it with the world. If you guys are looking for a patio cover, feel free to give us a call. If you just want to see more content or ideas, feel free to subscribe. And thanks again for everything, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Everyday Patio out.